What up, you guys? We are here for our weekly manifestation oracle message. I hope you're doing well. Let's see, what is our first card up? Oh, it's the best one. It's our favorite. A new dawn. The worst is behind you and positive new experiences are on the horizon. In our daily one card shorts, 10 of Swords came up yesterday. And the point that I was making was that it does feel like being at the end of a really long and hard cycle and feeling tired and exhausted, like on a soul level, and burnt out a little bit. But we are blessed right now with a little bit of time to rest and regenerate and recuperate and reflect on all of the lessons that we've been learning over the last 16 years. But it really is okay to sigh, let your shoulders drop. The worst is behind us. I don't think, at least for a minute on a personal level, globally, the world will always be worldin', right? But on a personal level, I feel like we are over the big overhaul where the rugs get ripped out and everything just sort of change, all the big sudden changes, I think that those are behind us. And I think now we're just finding our footing and finding that stability again. But I think it's a challenge when you've been so vigilant for so long to be able to relax and let your guard down without a sense of foreboding. I went through this once before, a few years ago, when I was in a new relationship, and this was the last long-term relationship I was in. And everything in the beginning was amazing. And I was so used to, because I'd grown up in kind of a chaotic family, and I wasn't used to having things all in their right place or things being okay. I was always looking for the other shoe to drop or something to pop up unexpected, like an unpleasant surprise. Our family had a lot of crises going on all the time. So, and then of every garden variety, you name it. So I was just always paranoid and looking over my shoulder and thinking that the next storm was coming or the rug was going to get ripped out or, what's the next thing? And it took a while for my nervous system to be able to relax and not make up things to be anxious about. And so what was left behind when there was nothing to fixate on, there was no crisis, my nervous system would just have this disembodied anxiety and this disembodied fear and foreboding, and I couldn't put my finger on it, and it was very haunting. And so I think that this card and that these messages keep coming up to let us know that we can kind of relax and allow good things to come and allow ourselves to feel good and to feel at peace. We can't really connect with our blessings and we can't connect with our fulfillment unless we are feeling at peace and fulfilled on the inside. And so, the feminine aspect of God, the Shina, cannot rest over us if we don't have joy, because the Shina is joy, is love, is nurturance, it's provision and protection. So if we're feeling fearful and scarce, we don't share affinity vibrationally with that Holy Spirit, right? The Holy Spirit. And so the Holy Spirit can't connect with us in the way that it wants to provide and protect us, right? So it's those good feelings that we need to cultivate in order for that light and that protection to come back. That influence of blessing and mercy and in favor and abundance. So all of that is dawning. We are in a new cycle. A new day is beginning. A new sense of consciousness. So get yourself in a feeling good state, and that's going to make you even more magnetic. Yeah, relax. Nothing to worry about. Things are really, really good, and things are going in a good direction. Consult an expert. So this also has been, I've been recording the 2025 prediction series, and I'm going to list that in my digital storefront. I haven't built it yet, but I have like a membership with a thing. So all of this is in the works. This is the project that I'm working on, and so it will be listed soon. But 2025 predictions are in the works, and it seems like the this period right now that we're in is really prime for like research and development, and like looking into what, like, I think that there's some, like, our curiosity is starting to be sparked, and we're starting to like get a little bit more clarity about what is coming and what is possible and what might be, something that we are experiencing or creating in this coming cycle or in this coming year, starting to do that. And so now is the time where you want to look into it, right? And spend those those hours going down the rabbit hole. Whereas later in the winter, we're going to start needing to ramp up towards taking action. So right now is a good time to get your ducks in a row as far as that's concerned. More information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in this area. So one of my favorite resources for finding teachers on any given subject is YouTube. You can pretty much find people who are experts in any niche and any specific nuance of any niche. Probably on TikTok as well. So you can find plenty of free help and tutelage if you are really wanting it. Okay, what is this? We've got treasure chest. Okay, an unforeseen windfall of new abundance is coming to you now. So be ready to meet with this opportunity. Sometimes the abundance comes from having an opportunity to grab a side gig or pick up some extra work. So it's going to require us to have the energy and the oomph and the pizzazz to like get at it, to show up when things are offered. But maybe you might have unexpected opportunities come up to make more money this week. So look for that. Be on the lookout. Be looking into details of, doing whatever you're trying to launch, do it right? Like for me, there's like some details on technical and logistic stuff that I need to work out in trying to get you guys this workshop to sell. So that is what my homework will be. I wonder what yours will be. Okay, and make a decision. Now, this is a perfect card to go with the expert card, because whenever I get into that research and rabbit hole kind of thing, sometimes I get stuck in the rumination and I go back and forth like, oh, which social media post planner app should I get? Which one's better? And then you end up watching like 200 videos of people comparing like which one is which, and you're like, but I just like, I don't know, can't anybody just like list all of them for me, so it's quick, and like, what has what does not have that, and this, when they have the chart of like the qualities, aspects, and criteria the different options and packages have and things, and they have the little check mark. Like, why can't it just be like that simple? But sometimes it's not. And so don't get into like total like analysis paralysis, obsession, circling and overwhelm. Just be decisive and take decisive action. Like for instance, I'm not researching any further what platform I should use to host this thing on. It's like, I've already got one ready to go. Like, everything's kind of already set, so I'm just going to use that one. It's good enough. It's got everything I need. I'm not going to overthink it. So make a decision. Feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision. So follow your hunches, get the expert advice that you need, but don't delay, don't stall, don't get stuck. That'd be exactly what the opponent would want, is to trap you in indecision. Oh my gosh. So a minute ago when I had pulled some of the cards and I looked at the deck and it had like split itself open and the soulmate card was like, hey, and I was like, just ignored it. Because I always joke, I'm like, oh my God, it's so funny because this card has literally haunted us almost every reading for the manifestation oracle message and the romance reading, like, I don't know, for like 2 or 3 years now, it feels like. So it's like, oh, okay, the soulmate's right around the corner. Maybe it is, right? Maybe, you know, these messages have been letting us know, like, hey, you know, we're in this weird interim where we are in a metamorphosis. And so the soulmate can't come yet, but that soulmate is there. And that soulmate is waiting and being, you know, kept safe and put aside for us, for when just the right moment, when we're both ready to come into the picture together and have some shot at success. So our soulmate is out there. Don't worry. Don't start to despair and think that you're not going to have that soulmate that's right for you, and then end up settling for someone because you think it's cuffing season, or because you're bored, or because you want someone to go with you to do things. Like, don't fill that space. Keep it open. Don't, at least, like, you can entertain and court and date and meet people, but don't lock yourself into a commitment and because you're settling, because you're lonely or bored. The soulmate could be very, very, very close, closer than we think. And so we don't want to be tied up and delay that relationship. Now, if there's things in your life that you feel like you need to heal or clean up, and like intuitively, like you kind of know that like that might be stalling the universe from sending this person into your life right now. Like if somebody were to knock on your door and they're like, it's me, it's your soulmate. If you were like, are you ready? Or would you be like, oh my God, my house is a wreck, or I'm a wreck, I need to prepare? Like, what would be those things going off in your mind if this person showed up right now, moments from now, and they were like, let's hang out, let's have a cool, you know, hang and get to know one another? Would you be like, oh no, there's so much I need to do, I can't do this, just wait, give me a few weeks, I've got a list of things I need to get done, need to take care of, need to handle, and then we can do this, right? So think about those things. You know, this is a good time to be taking care of that stuff while we're single, before we're in a relationship. We need to set ourselves up for the best shot, you know, this next time around. It's a new cycle, so we want things to be different. So we have a new dawn. The worst is behind us. Beautiful experiences are on the horizon. For now, we can focus on our goals and look more into the details of logistics and things that we might be preparing to enact once it comes time to take action. But we want to get our ducks in a row and make sure we're making good choices. Be prepared for a windfall. Don't squander this. It's so easy when you get a windfall of money or unexpected bonus or something to want to go out and spend it. It's because you're not used to having accumulated wealth or abundance. And so your nervous system, your subconscious, it's wants it to be what it's used to. So it causes you to sabotage and spend what you just earned instead of being able to have more than you're used to. So like, catch yourself before you impulsively blow that money that comes in. How many people do you know who have ever, like, I don't know, maybe won a lottery ticket, like a scratch off, or maybe they get a small inheritance and it's just gone like the moment they get it. And you're thinking, man, when it's not your money, it's so easy to say, oh, you could have put that in something interest earning, like you could have put it aside and had that as a nest egg, as security. But it's harder when it's you and the temptation is on your plate. So, you know, if we do get that windfall, be wise with those resources and use it wisely, or put it into some vessel that can grow it. Let's see. As well as be willing to show up and do the extra work if you have some opportunities to pick up an extra gig or something like that. Now, once we are in the research and development stage, do not get into analysis paralysis and become indecisive and timid about making a decision. That is going to be a way that you could procrastinate or self-sabotage, again, slipping back into old patterns of avoidance and procrastination. I didn't want to be redundant. So be decisive. Sometimes the ask from the universe, the lesson is just being able to make a choice and be bold and own it. And then if you make a mistake, like how do you handle that? It's like, no big deal. Just course correct. We've ruled this option out and now let's try this one. And last but not least, soulmate. Prepare. You might be meeting someone soon. New romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. So during this quiet time, also be thinking again, reflect on what it is that you value in a partner. What do you need in a partnership to be happy? Right? What are your absolute non-negotiables and what are your deal breakers? You need to know these before you can settle in on someone and make an informed and wise and self-aware choice. All right. Yeah. Tomorrow we will be back for our midweek alchemy message where we unpack the work that we've been doing through the week and the lessons and the soul assignments, and we talk about our approach to it all, sort of like having a tutor for your soul homework. All right, y'all, until then, take care. Happy holiday season. I hope you're feeling festive and cheery. Ciao. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you got something out of it, then please give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications to be notified of when I drop content. Like the videos, comment, share them. Anything that you do helps these messages get out to other people who need them. So you watching a video and taking an action on it actually makes a positive difference in someone else's life.